This series is where we judge anime with real life standards. Not for the fantasy part, but for the decision making skills and stuff like that. This video is going to be almost like a list and some comments about certain actions. This time I'm covering the daily life of the Immortal King. It's a Chinese anime. The style is very similar to a Japanese anime. Basically, One Punch Man, if the goal of Saitama was to waste the least amount of calories and try to show himself on screen as least as possible. Episode 1. Either the translation in the overall series is incorrect, or the writers have been sleep deprived for a very long time. Most of the stuff just doesn't make any sense. Like, they're talking about cats and like ducks, and they're in the middle of a fight. It doesn't make any sense. For example, one of the scenes in this episode, they're like checking power levels. It's a usual thing in like Korean or a Chinese manhwa or anime like this one. They're checking the power level, and the author of the anime himself is coming in, and at least this is what they say. They say he is the author of the anime, and he like wrote himself in. I think if it's the translation is correct, it doesn't make any sense. He doesn't do anything that has to do with like the story or anything. He just does like a funny punch, and that's it. Nothing really happens, but I guess it's a kind of a funny part. Also, there is like a moment before that there is like a girl, like the main girl, that she has to look cool and look good, and there is like, you know, in a lot of Japanese anime, there's like the whole part when they are walking to school, and like the sakura trees are dropping the leaves. So they do the same, just there are no sakura trees. So the girl, she's rich obviously, so she has a few servants that has like baskets with the leaves, and they just stand on the roof, and they like, you can see them on the side of the screen. They like throw the sakura leaves down like on her, so she's gonna look like cool in the wind and her hair blowing and stuff like that. Another like funny scene. Episode 1 was filled with funny scenes. There is like a part when the main boss, like the evil boss, like a very strong monster, he talks about how whenever the MC arrives, there is like background music. I know, like the joke for background music for MCs. So he jokes about, he says this like not jokingly, he says it for real. It's a joke for us, but for him it's for real. Then he just pretends to be dead, so the MC won't hit him. And obviously he before he about to collide with him, he like flips on his back to pretend that he's been hit, and okay, I'm dead, just don't hit me. It's kind of stupid. After that, they do like a sad scene when the guy that is checking the power levels is almost like sad that the frog is dead. He's like crying, no, and there's like sad music and stuff like that. Again, stupid but funny. Episode 2 started strong and crazy insane. When you get like a flashback for when MC was born, and you can see that when he was born, he was just walking out of his mother. Like the doctor is coming out of the operation room, like going to the dad, going, your son, and she's like crying and stuff, your son, and he thinks like his son is dead or whatever. But then you see the son he's just walking out of the operation room like naked, like tiny, like a baby, just walking there like a boss, looking at him like like that. It's kind of funny and stupid. It's kind of set up the whole like joke level to the whole series, the whole season, and it's fun and it's funny, but you will see it gets very tiring very quickly. Also, the MC is dead inside. He's like acting like he has no emotions, but his parents are very nice and loving. He had a very nice childhood. Nothing crazy happened to him, so I don't know why he's acting this way. Episode 3. In this episode, you get the full Chinese anime treatment, almost the whole thing. You can see it lacking so much plot, so much meat. So they just had to make like a character randomly run laps like around a basketball course or whatever, until they went crazy, like insane crazy, not like a bit of screaming, like crazy. And they wanted revenge against the main character, against MC, because in their imagination, in a crazy imagination, the MC and the main girl are like a thing. They're like together, just in his head. Yes, it didn't happen like at all. And MC, of course, is like not right in the head. So instead of just talking about it and solving this weird situation, he just decides to be quiet. And obviously after he knocked him out, the guy that came to attack him, he just drags the crazy character, unconscious crazy character, to like their classroom to try and treat him with the other guy that came to help him. Now, obviously he's very strong. He can just heal him on the spot. And he also thought about doing this, but then he said, no, I'm not gonna do it. Just so you can have a full episode with this crap. Nothing else happened. Episode 4. MC has a power that he can make people forget stuff. Like he can choose a specific memory, a specific thing. He can make people forget that it ever happened. But he accidentally said yes to a girl that asked him on a date. He didn't talk to her, he talked to somebody else and he said yes. She thought he said yes about the date. Now he can use this to make her forget, but then you won't get a full episode of a weird date that has no sense, just makes no sense. So obviously he doesn't use the power on her. Although another thing that I noticed is this series just makes no sense. The first few episodes act and present themselves as if this is episode 9 or 10, as if we already like have a base knowledge for the character, as if we know everybody. This is just episode 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't know anything yet. Just give me the base, like the baseline. Who are the character? Why they are who they are? No, just no. You get like the filler stuff, just going to the movies, having a date, this kind of crap. Episode 5. This episode has a lot of Assassin's Creed like references, like stealth references. You can jump into the hay and going into two people, killing two people, all the random crap you can do in Assassin's Creed. And you can just see that it's very, 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 very stupid. And it's continuing to be more and more boring and nothing is happening. But hey, what can you do? Episode 6. Nothing happens this episode besides the MC is just hacking the school to change his power level. He was accidentally measured and obviously he went like rank 1. He doesn't want anybody to know, so he's trying to hack the like so people won't know he's the first. They know, just don't ask. Episode 7. Some kind of a arena fight is supposed to take place somewhere, somehow, somebody against somebody, but everything in the movie is just so slow and nothing makes sense, so I don't know when it's gonna happen. Episode 8. During this episode, there is like a robo girl that comes to explode like in the one of the main characters' face, in the school principal's face, and she successfully explodes. You can see in her eye like the number dropping, like 10, 9, 8, 9, and you can see 0 like 55 or I don't know how milliseconds. Then she explodes, the building is like boom, exploded. You can see all the flames and stuff, and later on in the episode, like at the end of the episode, you see the whole scene again, and you can see that now the time is stopped on like 1 second and she didn't explode. She just got defeated by the principal. I just choose. Okay, I get that. Okay, he's very strong and he can stop the timer or whatever. Just make sure you're consistent with whatever you're doing. Episode 9. MC has like a power, like a charm on his neck, on the back of his neck, that can hold back his power, so he's not as strong as he's really strong. So people won't notice or know, or as they say, the world won't be destroyed for some kind of reason. Don't ask me why. And now this item is about to be destroyed. For some kind of stupid reason. I just don't know. And also it's episode 9, so I doubt it's gonna actually highly doubt it's gonna be like world destruction in episode 9 when we have like 6 more episodes to go. Episode 10. Some weird girl who is like the shadow assassin. They're like a group of assassins. She's like their leader, and she has like MC on the floor, like he's wrapped up in like a tape, like her power, and she just rubbing his cheek with her shoe, not like strong, like painfully or something like that, just like a Tarantino kind of way, like a creepy kind of way. Just that's the only thing that happened this episode. I had to write something. Episode 11 and 12. There was supposed to be like a big fight between all the characters and stuff like that. but it turned out to be like a couple of useless fights and like smart people outsmarting each other. Like it's they try to play it out as being something very cool and amazing, but it's the most boring thing I've ever seen. It was painful to watch this. Episode 13. I don't know what to say because I fell asleep during the episode. It was so boring. I fought myself not to sleep, but I just couldn't. I fell asleep. It was so boring. Episode 14. This episode is where the writers of the series noticed that, oh, fuck, we just have 2 more episodes and we don't even have a plot. It's been 14 episodes without any plot. So let's cram a 15 episode thing into like a 2 episode thing. And it shows MC suddenly has emotions, he suddenly has feelings, and you get flashbacks of the MC like in certain actions or like specific scenes in the previous episodes, but now he has like red cheeks, so this means he has feelings. Obviously, everybody knows this. Now, but nothing happened for 14 or maybe 13 episodes until now. Just nothing. This is total BS and nothing happened. No character development, nothing. The only character development was the first 10 minutes in the first episode. After that, nothing happened. Just nothing. MC is very monotone. Just nothing happened. However, now that he has feelings, he has a reason to go berserk, and we can enjoy some fight scenes that are okay, but definitely are not like world-destroying moves, as the series said before. Also, they had like some kind of emotional scene. He's crying. He suddenly has emotions. He can't handle himself. This makes no fucking sense. Episode 15, just some crap about going back in time and reviving the main girl and happy ever after. Just the most crappy thing you can imagine. The cheapest thing you can ever imagine. Okay, for my personal opinion now. This series definitely is as if somebody who never watched anime, sat down with someone who had 30 minutes to explain to him what anime is. He just threw at him all the information he could in 30 minutes, half an hour, and said, go make a series. 4 seasons. This shit has 4 seasons. 4 seasons. Every episode is a filler. There's zero plot, zero meat. Nothing happens. 15 episodes. Nothing. Even the last 2 episodes are just bullshit. Everything is based on,
please laugh. This is funny, right? Please laugh.
It's the most monotone thing you can get. Happy or sad moments are the same. I don't know if it's the language. I don't think so, because I watched other Chinese anime, not the same as Japanese anime. Obviously I watched way more Japanese anime, but I don't know if it's the language or whatnot, but it's the same shit over and over again. You also get the same animations thing. It's the same exact scene. They just take it and put it again, just put different audio and different subtitles over it, and they say, okay, it's a different scene. It's not. It's the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Pacing makes no sense. One moment it's funny, the next it's very serious. After that it's story time. There is no explanation of what's going on. I have no idea what's going on 80% of the time, and I'm professionally watching this. I'm summarizing every episode. I'm trying to find what's going on, but I can't get it. If I can't get it and I'm trying to, what can somebody who just want to watch this for fun gonna get? Another problem I have with this, MC just has no reason to be. Just don't put him in the series. Just don't see the reason why. He does 0 things. Just on the last 2 episodes there is like a nice fight scene, and suddenly he's going back in time, he's doing a bit, some flashbacks. You get the whole series in like 10 minutes, which is very funny. We could have gotten the same 15 episodes are summarized into like 10 minutes inside the whole, like in the last episode. So that shows you if they want to do this faster, they can do this faster. They just don't. It's so freaking stupid. And the last 2 episodes suddenly yes involve MC. He's doing everything, but before that, just nothing. We're supposed to see how amazing his transformation was, how he's a very different person right now. At like the end of the series, he changed. But wait a minute, nothing happened. So how is he supposed to change? Episode 1 to 14 just did nothing. Episode 14 to 15 made up emotions. So the MC could take revenge on the dead main girl. Like, I don't know what to call it. I don't even remember her name. They're so so forgettable. He didn't give a shit about anything besides noodles throughout the whole season. So why should we give any crap? Why he is suddenly giving a crap? Just why? Anyway, that's too much. There's 3 more seasons. I said 3 and I showed 4. There are 3 more seasons. I am not going to review them. This shit is horrible. Please no more. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, again, thank you. If you didn't, well, you wasted your time just like I wasted my time watching this. Keep yourself safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.